What do you think about that, Rob? What our colleague Mark Ogden thinks about Cristiano Ronaldo thriving under this sort of pressure?
No, I agree with the guys in the studio that possibly at 28, 29, 30, but it's still a distraction. Whether it's a little distraction or a big distraction, it's a distraction. And teams that win World Cups will say afterwards that their preparation was absolutely seamless. It's the teams that go through this preparation in a smooth manner that tend to win World Cups. And you know, whether Cristiano is bothered by this or not, it's a distraction. It's going on in the back of his mind while he's meant to be preparing for a World Cup, and ultimately that can't be a good thing.
It's happiest man on the planet. I wonder where he'll be in the World Cup's going on as a Dutch manager of Manchester United, because you know this has worked out well for him. Because Ronaldo was a problem for him in the summer. Most of the summer, we talked about Man United and some of their encouraging pre-season results, but a lot of it was driven by the journalists that were following the Ronaldo situation, and so the press conferences were highly tilted towards the Ronaldo question. Then there was a horrendous start to the season. The Ronaldo issue's never really gone away. It's been front and foremost because he was taken off. I think it was, no, that was last year. It was Brentford he was taken off. He's hardly played. When he has played, they haven't played well. They've played better without him. Then we've had the incidents of not bringing him on in the Man City game. Then we've had this big blow-up. So the main concern for Erik ten Hag now that it seems they've got rid of him, is getting some sort of short-term help, if it is short-term in January, to come in and maybe fill that position that Ronaldo could have filled. That Erik ten Hag saw Ronaldo playing to an extent was a guy coming off the bench when he needed them to maybe help him out. That's kind of how he saw Ronaldo. Now, Ronaldo obviously did not see it that way, but that's how the manager saw him. And now he's going to need somebody, you would think, bearing in mind they're in not a bad position to push for the top four in January to the end of the season, to try and maybe help out in that position. That's the sort of major thorn in Erik ten Hag's side. So
now you've got the two sides to the coin. You've got the happiest camper, right, at Manchester United, the Manchester United manager, and you must have a guy, the Portuguese manager, lying in bed at night going, please, please play well, because he's got the complete opposite problem. That's what they have at Manchester United. He's going to have to. He's absolutely starting. Yep.
Okay,
if I may, we're going to find out if he doesn't produce. What's the manager made of?
If I may, Kay, the dramatic scenario, the most dramatic scenario that we could see is to see an injury from Ronaldo during the preparation that Stevie was talking, because the guy, as the guy say in the studio, he thinks about it. The worst what could happen to Portugal and Ronaldo is to see Ronaldo getting injured, which I don't hope, of course, because I want to see him playing. I want to see him showing to the world that he's still the same guy. But at the end of the day, you know, if he gets injured, everybody's going to talk about it. What's going wrong, you know, with him? Is it because Manchester United terminated the contract? Is it because of him, the influence, the whatever it could be? That's going to be a nightmare.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.